Thank you for joining us today for Faith and Yoga from St. Bartholomew's. I'm here with my husband Fred, Aaron Porter, and we have a guest yoga student today, Glenn. So I thank them all for joining us as well for this time. As you're watching this today, perhaps you will observe some few changes or transition. I've chosen transition as the theme for today. This time of fall is a time of transition and change in our lives. And so I think we all need to be willing to accept changes. I know a lot of us have made big changes all year long with the situation that we're currently in. So for now, let's tune in on transition. So transition can mean a change of perspective, a shift in habits. It can mean to think inward, to dive deep into yourself, to refocus and transition on what's important and meaningful for you. And for at this time right now, I'd like you to focus on yourself and yoga. So allow this time for yoga practice to cultivate a sense of awareness, focus, and balance for your time here. I do have a few questions and thoughts to present to you to kindle a fire to help burn throughout the fall season and work toward positive steps. And I've asked Aaron and Fred to share them. Aaron's going to come up first and share hers. I would like you to listen carefully and ponder this question. So come on up, Aaron.
Hello. What areas of your life need more balance?
I'd like you to think about that for just a moment while we do a little sequence of breathing in through the nose for a count of 4, holding for just a moment, and breathing out. A reminder of Erin's question she presented: what areas of your life need more balance? When you're ready, I'll count you off. Inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you're ready, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the next inhale through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you're ready, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to ask you to do 3 more cycles of that breathing while contemplating what areas of your life need more balance. Okay, coming up with question number 2 is Fred.
My question is, how can we transition to a lifestyle of change?
Once again, we're going to reread Fred's question. How can you transition to a lifestyle of change? And once again, we're going to do a breathing in of 5 cycles, and I'll start you off again while you think about this question. Breathing in for a count of 4 when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And exhaling, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next inhale when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more cycles, please. I'll let you go on your own. Thinking about how can you transition to a lifestyle of change and balance. Okay, all right. So thinking about that, using the meditation on balance, transition, and change, maybe thinking about that as you set your intention for your practice today. A suggestion of how it's helpful to find balance in your life, if you're not doing it already, is to take a little time every day to go for a walk. And even if it's just a 5-minute walk. And while you're walking, if you can do a meditation along the way, just thinking about something that you enjoy, maybe pondering one of these questions we put before you today, but letting the other busy stuff in your head escape and focusing some time on you. So with walking being a consideration, we haven't done this for a while, we're going to do some mindful walking. Now, if you remember, mindful walking is when you take a slow, deliberate step and have your whole foot come down. It's pausing and very slow. And you just kind of let your mind go with what you're thinking of and enjoy the process of feeling the earth or the floor under your feet. So I invite you at this time to do a few laps, slowly and deliberately, around your mat. We'll try for 3 laps around. Don't hurry it. Take it nice and slow, feeling all those points, 4 edges of your foot come around. Thinking about this time of transition. And you'll feel that you'll use muscles that you don't realize that you're using when you do this deliberately. I can really feel the muscles in my calves. And one more time around for the win. Maybe I walk slower than the rest of you. One more time around. Okay, so here we are, return from that little walk. So I encourage you to balance a little time for yourself to breathe and relax. Maybe take a break from TV, the phone, your children, grandchildren, extra noise, even your pets. Sometimes you just need to be by yourself. All right, if you'll join me on the mat, we'll get our warm-up started. Let's meet in an easy seated position. And we're going to start with one more cycle of breathing. We'll get settled in, breathing in through your nose, through your mouth. This time when you breathe in, let your arms come up. And when you breathe out, Let them go back down again. Let your chin come to your chest for just a moment. And let your head be recentered where it's comfortable for you. We're going to start with our head today. We're going to do a turn to the left, right, to the center, and to the left. Gently let your head come forward to center, and if you're comfortable with it, gently let your head go back. Returning to center, and then do a gentle rolling of the head to the left, and then to the right. And then we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder, towards the right shoulder, and back to center. The same with the left. We're going to put arms up, and we're going to do right hand comes down with a nice stretch to the right. Kind of push it to your edge a little bit. Make sure you're getting a good stretch through that midriff section. Release, both arms come up. This time left arm goes down to the floor and right arm goes over to the left side. Nice stretch. And back up. And one more time on each side. Remembering to breathe. Don't hold your breath. And back up. And to the other side. Let's pull our shoulders up towards our ears and back down. Shoulders up and back down. And then let's take one arm at a time back, like you're doing a back stroke, back and around. And then the other. We'll do 3 on each. And then bring that shoulder forward this time. That arm circle forward. Same thing, 3 on each side. Good. And then raise your right arm up. Let it bend at the elbow. So your hand goes to the middle of your back. Reach over and give that arm just a gentle tug towards the other side. And release. We're going to do the same on the other side. Left arm comes up with a bend. Reach across and give it a nice gentle pull. Good. And release. Going to bring our arms back, open to the side, and then back a little bit more. And then across for the embrace. Give yourself a hug. Notice which arm's on top. We're going to switch it next time round. Open up and cross over. Good. Going to do 2 more. Open up and cross. Open up and cross. Good job. All right, so we did all that. We're going to do a side turn, so spinal twist. Right arm comes behind, left hand goes on knee, and let's turn and look over that right shoulder. Readjust yourself so you're sitting properly with a straight spine if you can, with the turn. If you can do 3 cycles of breathing here. And release. And same thing on the other side. Left hand comes behind. Check your spine before you make the turn. And 3 cycles of breath. Good. Now I'm going to ask you to come to the staff position. That's where you're seated and your legs are out in front of you. Get comfortable. And when you're ready, arms go up. And we're going to bend at the waist to a forward fold, reaching for the toes. We're going to do it a few times, so if you don't get there the first time, maybe you only get as far as your shins, that's okay. Breathing in and out. Arms come up. This time we bend at the waist. Maybe you go a little farther this time. Yes. Breathing in and out. The seated forward fold. One more breath here. And arms come up. And one more time. Bend and release. Let your spine elongate. Stretch, and if you need to wiggle on both sides, please do. Just some gentle movements. And then release. We're going to lie back for just a moment here. So from the staff position, just let yourself lie back. Knees are bent. Arms out at the side. If you need to do a windshield washer or wiper, please do. And when you're ready, let the knees fall to the right side. Gaze looks over to the left. Let yourself relax and fall into a nice stretch here. We're going to take 3 cycles of breathing. Once again, using the breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 5. And when you're ready, let your knees return to the center. Once again, a little bit of a wiper to either side. And let those knees and hips fall to the left, and gaze looks over to the right. Once again, allowing yourself to fall into this. It's a stretch. And when you're ready, returning to center. Let's let that left leg go long, stretch out, and take a hold of the right knee and tuck it in towards your chest. Maybe you need to wiggle your toes a little bit. Get them moving this morning or this afternoon, whatever time you're doing this. And take your leg and let it do some little circles on the right side. Getting bigger as we go. And then reversing. bigger to little circles with that hip. One more inhale in, pull that knee into your chest. And on the exhale, let that leg go out straight. Next inhale, pull that left knee into your chest. And when you're ready in your own time, do circles with that leg as well. Starting in one direction and finishing in the other. Yogi's choice. Coming to a place of completion there, having gone in both directions, do another inhale and bring that knee into your chest. And then on the exhale, release and let your leg go out. And hands go overhead for a nice big stretch. And then relax. We're going to do tree pose while we're lying down here. So whatever position you're comfortable, your left leg is going to be your grounding foot, so that foot is flexed. And then whatever position you want your right foot to be in, at your ankle, at your calf, or up at your thigh, let that be. And let your arms go up like a Y, if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, hands to heart center, by your side, whatever's most comfortable for you. Breathing in and out, thinking about this time of transition. Here you are in a tree pose, thinking about how the trees transition and what a joy it is to see the changes throughout the seasons, from bud to full leaf, to colors, to bare trees being silhouetted by the sky. When you're ready, bring your hands to heart center, straighten out that right leg, flex it so that's your grounding foot, and the other side with your left leg. And also your choice where you want your hands to be. Breathing in and relaxing, finding some balance. When you're ready, you can release that leg and let your feet down. If they need to be moved a little bit and toes stretched, that's fine. You can do another overhead stretch. And then you can meet me in tabletop position on the mat. Start with our tabletop position, and we're going to prepare for threading the needle. So let's get that right hand ready. Let's lift it up to the side and back down. Let's do the same with the left arm. Lift it up and back down. This time, right arm reaches up a little bit farther and back down. Left arm goes up a little bit farther and down. And this time, as far as you're able, lift that right arm. And when you're ready, bring it down to the space between your left arm. And we'll hold it here. Breathing in and out, getting a good stretch. Two more breaths here. Counting in for 4. When you're ready, push up with that left arm and release that right. Let's bring it up one more time for one more stretch on that side and back down. Now for left arm, let's let it go up as far as we can, and this time thread it through the space on the other side. Pushing up with your right arm and releasing that. And taking that arm up one more time. And bringing it down. And while we're here, let's get our kickstand ready. Out to the mat, right side. The knee being on your left knee. And when you're ready, open up. Good job. Reach back a little farther if you can. Really open up. Good job. And then back down. And let's do the other side. Left leg out. And we open up. And back down. And we'll get our cat and cows in. When you're ready, tabletop position, check your alignment. Knees are hip distance apart. You should be able to look back and not see your toes. Hands are spread wide like starfish hands, and our weight distributed on those. When you're ready, belly drops. Inhale, gaze looks up for cow. On the next exhale, pull your navel towards your spine. Your spine rounds up. Push away with your arms into cat. Inhale, let that belly drop. Gaze looks up for cow. Exhale, belly button pulls in towards spine, spine rolls up for cat. And release to neutral. You can wag the dog here a little bit. From here we're going to prepare for plank and some down dogs. So you can tuck your toes, and let's go to down dog first. Tuck your toes, lift those hips towards the sky, and pedal those feet out a little bit. Get loosened up a little bit. And you can do the groovy thing, let yourself move around a little bit. Getting yourself comfortable in down dog. And hold it just for a moment here. And when you're ready, we're going to take a step back a little bit and come to plank. Let your knees come down. And let's go to a child's position. Preparing for down dog again. Let your toes tuck. At any time, if you're tired or you're not really into the down dog and planks, you can go to child's pose, or you can come to knee here, knees position, and do a plank like that if you'd like. So preparing for down dog, up we go. Once again, maybe this time, your feet, your heels get a little closer to the mat. You can step up a little bit, but work those legs. When you're ready, cross over the left over the right and give a good stretch that way. Coming back to down dog, and do the same on the other side. Turning to down dog. Let your body shift forward. Come into plank again. Knees come down. And let's go to child's pose. And I will ask Fred to come up. He's going to show you a position for today, the side plank. But you stay in child's pose, and he'll work you through it from there.
Okay, staying in child's pose. You're going to come up into tabletop. And we can do this pose a couple different ways. I'm going to start out, make it a little bit easier. We've already done the kickstand here today, so we're going to go and transition to the kickstand, but we're going to put our left hand, if you're doing it on your left foot, left hand in the center of the mat, come to your kickstand like this, and then eventually you'll put that left foot on top of your, or right foot on top of your left foot, put the pressure on your left hand, extend that right arm up overhead. You want to keep your head straight in this position. You don't want your head hanging down, and you'll hold this pose for 15 to 30 seconds. Remembering to breathe. And this is side plank.
Good job, class.
And let that right hand come back down to the mat. We'll do the other side.
Let him do a child's pose in between the rest of the
Let's
second.
take a child's pose in between. You may be feeling some tension in his arms.